well. I hope you guys are safe, and I hope you guys are, you know, doing the best that you can under the circumstances. It's been 6 months since the world kind of turned upside down, and we've all been dealing with it in different ways. A lot of us have been gaming more than ever. A lot of us have just been working really hard, or finding it hard to work because of everything that we have to deal with now. I know for myself, that's kind of the case. I've been patching my day job constantly, trying to make sure that that exists once we get a vaccine for this thing, and so that's really been limiting my output. It's been limiting my productivity. So I've had a lot of questions. I've had a lot of direct messages asking, where have I been? Am I shipping anything? No, I've not really shipped anything out since like Mega Man X3. And that was quite a while ago. That was basically at the beginning of this whole thing. So I am trying to make strides to get back into this stuff and do some work little by little. But it's been really hard for me to get into the studio and like print anything, production wise for a while. So I'm gonna flip the camera here and show you what I am working on. We're gonna walk into the dirty garage here. And just pardon my dust. One thing that I need to do, and I don't want you guys to direct message me or at me right away asking for this stuff, but basically whenever I do a design, I end up with a lot of like pre-production bloopers, and that's what we have here. I have a lot of like stuff that didn't make it out, or stuff that either they had defects or I found faults with them. Well, those are not actually my work. These are like Etsy repros that somebody sent me and I didn't need, so I'll be giving those away as well. But basically I need to find a creative way to give this stuff away, because it's just extra. Honestly, I don't necessarily have manuals to go with all this stuff. There's like an early Grandia design that I didn't go with. Some design revisions of the Radiant Silver Gun discs, stuff like that. I've got random Christmas nights back. Here's the original Deep Fear manual that I did before I kind of revised and cleaned up that design. So yeah, a lot of my designs go through like several different phases, and I end up with all of these bloopers, and I just don't know what to do with them. So I am going to hold some kind of a contest to maybe give this stuff away, and maybe I'll ask that you guys chip in like $5 for shipping, and I'll bundle several items so that you guys are at least getting something for your $5. But I just don't want to right now. I gotta be conservative with the money that I have, but I am trying to get some work out. I'm trying to, I've got 20 of these Clockwork Knight backs and several already bound manuals, basically, that have been sitting here ready to go. They just need to be cut, which, there's my cutter right there. And it's kind of a pain to do this, especially in a hot garage like this. So it has been kind of on hold over the summer because I haven't been able to get into the studio to work. And so, if I was going to do this, I'd be doing it out in my garage, which would be, sometimes it gets up to, 110 degrees in here, and it's just crazy. So yeah, I've been kind of waiting for things to cool down a bit so that I can go ahead and bang those out. But I do have those, and I've got the discs ready to go for those as well. So I'll be getting some of those out. For everybody else who's been, had an order in, waiting on a list, just remember, guys, your name hasn't gone anywhere. It's on my list. If you're not interested anymore, I totally get that. By now, I wouldn't blame you if you've not interested anymore, and that's okay. I'm doing this as a hobby anyway. So if you guys are still interested, just hang in there, because as we start to phase back into, getting back to work and everything like that, I'm gonna start being able to ship stuff out again, and which brings me to the next thing. I got this Nighthawk router here. No, I'm just kidding. This is actually just a box. But a lot of you guys have kind of been wondering what's going on with this thing. what's going on with Grandia. This design, this entire piece has been done for over a year. I've been like sitting on this since last September. Spent all last summer working on it and was finished in August, and then I've just kind of been sitting on this in September, since last September. I sent out 5 of these to friends, to close friends, for Christmas. That was it. I have not distributed any of these to anybody. So I mean, if you've seen one out in, if you've seen somebody post one, it's one of my friends that you saw post them. I promise I haven't done anything with this, and that's because Trekkies, the guy who's working on the patch, didn't want it getting out there without the patch being finished. I've got these finished folded maps on this really nice cotton paper. We've got the discs awaiting some kind of data, and that's disc 1 and 2. We've got extra backs that that I have. You know, I need to look into if those actually go with something, because as far as I can tell, I've just got several of these kind of just, whoa, come on, work with me here. Several of these are just like ready to go, basically. See? So those maps are actually extra. Those backs are extra because I've got several of these pre-folded. And you can, I don't know if you can tell there, but it's a really nice kind of like matte cotton paper. It's very thick, and when you unfold it, it kind of feels like, you know, cotton material. And there's a poster image on the back. And then yeah, we got like the full manuals ready to go. I just am waiting on that patch. But I'll tell you guys, the thing is, it's kind of at a standstill because Trekkies really needs these proprietary tools in order to decompress and recompress the CRI soft deck. And it's like an early iteration of that soft deck. I've explained this issue before. And I mean, if he can't get that, it's going to be really tough. It's kind of a really solid obstacle he's working against, because that's, you know, the last part is just getting those cut scenes translated and recompressed on there. And I mean, maybe somebody might come along and help him reverse engineer that, or even figure out how to hack a different format of video onto the disc. But I mean, until then, it really remains to be seen. And so I've got these copies just kind of sitting here. And like I said, it's a hot garage, so, you know, I've been trying to keep them locked away, you know, so that they're not enduring any kind of like extreme heat. But at the same time, you know, it kind of worries me. So I've actually been thinking about just kind of distributing them with no data on the discs, and I don't know how you guys feel about that. But I know that quite a few of you who are interested in these are not necessarily interested in the data itself being on the disc. Like, you're just looking to collect them, you know, to put it on your shelf. So I guess let me know how you feel about that. Let me know how you feel about getting one of these with the manual, the map, and the discs, but just having the discs be blank. I mean, you could always burn the patch on there yourself, you know, after the fact, when it becomes ready, you know, when it gets to a point where it's finished. But for the time being, I can't really do anything more than just kind of let it sit there. I'm gonna lock it up in a cooler place, don't worry. But yeah, for now, that's kind of where we're at. So yeah, it's getting cooler. The weather's getting cooler, and by next month, it'll be much more workable in this garage. And I will be able to get back to printing, binding, folding, you know, getting stuff out to folks who have been waiting for it. But in the meantime, I will post, you know, soon about some kind of a contest. I just have to consider, you know, all the logistics of that, you know, getting something creative for you guys to participate in, so that I can give away these bloopers and then continue working on stuff. And then I'll hopefully have some live streams going out soon. And until next time, I just hope you guys stay healthy and safe.